Сегодня мы слышим, что нас хотят победить на поле боя. Ну, что здесь скажешь? Пусть попробуют. Мы уже много слышали, что Запад хочет воевать с нами до последнего украинца. Это трагедия для украинского народа. Но, похоже, все к этому и идет. Но все должны знать, что мы-то, по большому счету, всерьез пока еще ничего и не начинали. При этом мы не отказываемся и от мирных переговоров, но те, кто отказывается, должны знать, что чем дальше, тем сложнее им будет с нами договариваться. Но на что хотел бы обратить внимание? Они должны были бы понять, что уже проиграли с самого начала нашей специальной военной операции, потому что ее начало означает и начало кардинального слома миропорядка по-американски. Это начало перехода от либерально-глобалистского американского эгоцентризма к действительно многополярному.
First and foremost, when we give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Akakodash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutation to the sincere Aki and preaching the truth to the four corners of the earth in sincerity. I want to say Shalom, this is Brother Yakal from the GMS Prophetic Vibration Camp in Trinidad, coming to you with another lesson to edify the flock of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Right? And I was going through YouTube today and bounced up this video, and it was edifying. You understand? To understand that how Putin is speaking, he's speaking proudly. You understand? That is something these either might have embedded in them. But is the topic that he's speaking about that make it so yapa. Right? Putin even saying that he's saying that we haven't even started yet. You understand? Because the war is far-fetched, but it is sure to happen. He even once said in an interview that it is written that they're going to lose this war. So that shows that he knows what is going to come to pass, because he sees here any prophets on the streets. But the yapa, because he says we haven't even started yet. You understand? He said it's the beginning and the breakdown of the American world order, because they know that what the scriptures say, the kingdom is being translated from one people to our next. But they think that the kingdom is going to be translated unto them. But they in for a rude awakening. The Lord is using you and other nations to come against America at Babylon the Great. Because look, I was watching another video today with Putin was even saying that that he is ready to arm all the other small nations. He ready to arm all his allies with nuclear weapons, with tanks, with planes. He ready to arm them. And we know that America is Slovakia and America, Russia is second to the United States when it comes to the amount of weaponry. You understand? They are second to them, and their allies are powerful. Like for instance, China. Their allies are powerful. They have powerful allies, not just small nations. And even with say American egocentrism to a truly multi-power world. No, get that meaning, because I have it here, I already searched it, right? It says egocentrism is the inability to differentiate between self and other. More specifically, it is the inability to accurately assume or understand any perspective other than one's own. So what they're trying to say is they are the bullies of the earth, because America don't see anybody but their self. You understand? But that is up until now. Right now we know the keepers of the house shaking. Not only because the men are the Lord on the streets and the men are the Lord preaching, but the keepers of the house shaking because they're seeing that everything we saying coming to pass. All praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Right? They're seeing that what we saying happening. We speak on Russia, we speak on China, we speak on certain things happening, and they know it's true. They keep us at the house shaking because they sitting down in the wrong table or in their house or wherever they be, wherever they meet up to do their sacrificial bullshit and saying to themselves, but how they know this? And how they know that? You understand? It's through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. The scripture says the Lord will do nothing but reveal his secrets unto his prophets, his saints. That's roughly paraphrasing. But when you go into the word, what Putin was trying to say is that they see no one but themselves. You understand? They see no one but themselves. The scripture even said to say it in Revelation 18. You understand? And let me see if I get that precept one time, and then I'll get into the lesson. Alright. The scripture even said their pride, and we know how pride Esau could be. Alright, this is Revelation 18, and I'll read from verse 7. It says, how much she had glorified herself and lived deliciously. Why? How she lived deliciously? Because she raped, robbed, and murdered everyone. You understand? Every nation. Starting with Israel, because we already dealing with us. They rape, rob, and murder our people, enslaved our people, take everything, and after they did the same thing to everybody else. Now the nations vex, the nations are mad, as the scriptures say. Right? But going on into it, it says, how much she had glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Understand? This is how they're speaking proudly. So when Putin use the word egocentrism, the word goes into they not seeing anyone but themselves. They say go their ego. You understand? They full of pride. They think they going to win everything. As the scripture say, I sit a queen, and I'm no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Verse 8. Therefore shall a plague come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Lord who judgeth her. And that is something yappa. You understand? Strong is the Lord who judgeth her. Because she raped, robbed, and murdered the whole world. And the nations are mad. And what the scripture say in Jeremiah 51, I believe, see? Right, I believe it's Jeremiah 51. Jeremiah 51 and verse 7, it says, Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. Right, because they once was at the top. They ruling, and that is something Elder Malcolm I was saying. They were at the top. You understand? And they still had to push it. You understand? They don't have everything already, but still push it. You understand? Because of their blessing. What is their blessing? The sword. Right? And the fatness of the earth. So they had to, to get the fatness of the earth, they had to use the sword. Right? And it's something that all the nations never forget. They don't forget Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Right? They wouldn't forget when they came into... Nobody forgets when America come into their country. You understand? They look at them as the bully of the earth. Right? We're going on to Jeremiah 51. It says, Behold, Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad. You understand? The nations vex. Right? And that's why they're going to rejoice when they take her down. When they make a speedy riddance of her, they're going to rejoice. That's why Putin speaking proudly. The Lord put a proud spirit on the Edomite, that he can come out and be proudly. You understand? Putin say, yeah, we even started yet. More things to come. You understand? Putin said, I realize that they saying that they want to fight us until the last Ukrainian. What a wicked Edomite would say after that, what he would say? He would say, that's a pity for the Ukrainians. And I laugh when I see that, because he's saying it's a pity for the Ukrainians. He's not saying nothing but the Russians. He say, well, they say they want to fight until the last Ukrainian. Well, that's a pity for the Ukrainians. Because he know that he not into losing. The pride of him and all too. You understand? He's a prideful Edomite, just as, Babylon, the leaders of Babylon. Right? So, going on to it, I read it over. It said, Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made all the earth drunken. Right? So they were, as the bullies of the earth, as the scripture say. How is the hammer of the earth cut asunder? So going on to it, it says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her. take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. You understand? And the Lord sense of humor. Take balm for her, rub her down, because she going to get, she not gonna be a virgin anymore, she gonna get fucked. And that is something serious. Right? But the scripture I'm looking for was, so that, let me see if I get it here. Yeah, I think is kind of Jeremiah 50, right? So it says, how is the hammer? No, select. I'll start from 22. It says, a sound of battle is in the land and a great destruction. So we seen a sound of battle in the land. People getting ready for war. Putin saying that he ready to arm the small nations. They getting ready for war. We seeing it. Ain't no stopping it. It's coming. Right? It says, how is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? Now who's the hammer of the whole earth? America. Esau, Edom. Right? They are the hammer of the whole earth. They go into every other nation, putting sanctions of them, telling them what they could do, how they should do it. If they don't do it, this is the what going to happen. This is what going to happen. You have to buy oil from me. You have to use the US dollar. You understand? This is how they come in as bullies. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder? Right? And broken. How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations? Right? Verse 24. I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken. I have laid a trap, and you all got taken in the trap. Because the Lord laid that trap, so you must get taken into it. Right? O Babylon, and thou wasn't not aware, right? Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord. And how you come against the Lord? You tell yourself that use God. You tell yourself the pride make you lift up way high. Even when you go into this I think believe the same scripture, it say your wickedness reach the heavens, if I'm not mistaken. Right? And that is something your wickedness reach the heavens is accomplished. You understand? All your wickedness is accomplished. Time for you to be put in the position that you put other nations in. And you come against the Lord by coming against his people. You put his people in slavery and thinking that the Lord forget. But what the scripture say? 1,000 days is like 1 day to the Lord. You understand? So the Lord didn't forget. That was like yesterday. So this is something you have to keep in mind. The Lord didn't forget. And we surely not forgetting. Because they would like to say forgive and forget. They would love us to forget about it. That's why they rewrite history and teach us a perverse version of history. You understand? Corrupted. This whole place is out need to get wasted away. You understand? Because it's perverted. Esau on the whole is like a virus. That's why the Lord need to get rid of them completely. So like a virus spreading. Lies, philosophies, everything. And that's the image of the beast in the whole. Philosophies, a lot of different philosophies, a lot of different lies, a lot of different things. He need to get eradicated. The amount of wickedness that he did, he need to get eradicated. And it will happen. The Lord using these other nations to take him out. And Yahushai and the angels and the chariots and also the elect men to finish him. You understand? Like them taking games. It's serious. And it's about to happen. Right? Right? So the scripture was actually going in to see how it happened. And this is what I just explained. This is how it happened. Right? So what really happening when these other nations get armed from Putin is basically Joel 3. And I believe verse 9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war, wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Right? Beat your plowshares into swords, and you're pruning hooks into spears. So basically, beat all your slavery weapons into armor, into tanks, into nuclears. Wherever it is you need to take them down. You understand? Right? Going on to it, it says, let the weak say I am strong. So all these nations who was once weak underneath the boot of America couldn't say shit. Saying shit now. You understand? Because they are allies to the adversaries of America. And you being an ally to the adversary makes it great. Because all through the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. But Putin said, I'm ready to arm them in nuclear, tankers, everything. You understand? Making them be strong, because if you circle them, you're just fulfilling the prophecy. The scripture says, circle them. Farners. Right, let me see. Let's say he sent farners. Right, back into Jeremiah 51. I think I'll read from 1. Right, it says, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will rise up against Babylon, and against them that dwell in the midst of them, that rise up against me a destroying wind. And that is nuclear weapons it speaks about. It says, and I will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her. Now when you fan a fire, what does take place? It is get more fire. Right? So when one go off in this country, another country shoot one, and another country shoot one, another country shoot one. And it's fanners. These other countries are considered fanners because the fire coming from these serious other nations. Satan 1, Satan 2. Look it up. If you don't know about them, the nuclear weapons, look it up. It's serious nuclear weapons that have the keepers of the house shaking, as the scripture say. Right? Fanners that shall fan her and shall empty her land. For in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about. So this is what I say. If they circle her, that's fulfilling prophecy. Verse 3. Against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow. Because America has nuclear silos all over, aiming at all their adversaries. Well, their main adversaries, because they know that they could just send some troops into a weaker country and get rid of them. You understand? But their main adversaries, they bend in the bow. Because the bow, modern day bow, would be the nuclear weapon and the silos. Right? The arrow would be the nuclear weapon and the warheads. And the bow would be the silos that they are operating into. Right? Continuing, it says, against him that lifteth, so that carry from the top. Against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow. And against him that lifteth himself up in his brigandine, and spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her hosts. Now when you go into the word brigandine, it just speaks about the armor. He lifting up himself in his brigandine. He lifting up himself with them old ass weapons he have from 19 when. You understand? He lifting up himself with all the tankers he have, the weapons he have. That's what he doing, because he's proud. He saw Edom, he lifting up himself in these things. You understand? This is what he basing his strength on. But the Lord is going to command. And these weapons, what's the word? Your defense not going to stand. Your defense system's not going to work in that day. You understand? Because the Lord already proclaimed Babylon's going to fall in 1 hour. And his nuclear weapons going to throw them down. So you lift up yourself in your brigandine. Right? Continuing, it says, and spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her hosts. Right? And I'll stop here for now. Right? So understand what the Lord is doing. He is getting ready to make a speedy riddance of Esau Edom. And it's happy to see these kind of news. Because Putin feel he get away. Putin ain't get away. The Lord coming for him as well too. But the Lord using him. But he ain't get away. Pursuing to the book of Obadiah. Obadiah 1 and verse 1 Wow, I wasn't even looking for this precept, but I'll read from here. This book out with 1 and 7. It says, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. So this is going back to Esau. When you read from how the things of Esau searched out, how his hidden things sought up, because here what's going on. All his adversaries all his allies, I should say, going to change on him. They don't see that Russia going to win. They don't know America going to crash. And they're crashing internally first. You understand? With their monetary system, everything. A lot of countries not even using that dollar anymore. So what's taking place? You understand? The keepers of the house trembling. The allies going and switch on them and go with Russia. This is what the scripture is speaking about. They that were confederate with thee. They deceive you. They make you feel they rolling with you. Arm them up with nuclear. You and all your same weapons. You arm them up with, and they're going to be used against you. Right? And what the precept are looking for is further down. Right? Because I was saying that Putin not going to be spared, right? This is Obadiah 1 and 15. It says, for the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen, not some of the heathen, or 2/3, but all the heathen, as thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. So don't feel that after they get taken away, Babylon the Great, that you're going to be ruling. You're not. The kingdom is going to be translated from Esau to Jacob. And that is just how it's going to go. You understand? Not Esau to Esau. The scripture didn't say Esau hand held first of Esau. It never said that. It says Jacob held the heel of Esau. You understand? The elder shall serve the younger. That is what it said. Right? So going and to even prove that further, the book of Luke, because it didn't say that you're going to reign and then you're going to come back and reign again. This is the end of your rulership. Beginning of Yahushai's rulership, I should say. Because we're going to be joint heirs, but Yahushai going to be the real top dog in the kingdom, right? This is Luke 1 and 33. It says, and he shall reign over the house of Jacob forever, and of his kingdom there shall be no end. And that is the day. That's a wrap. Because it shows you who going and rule. And nobody coming to rule after. Right? Because this is going into Yahushai. I'll feel I read over from 31. It's Luke 1 and 31. It says, and behold, thou shalt conceive in thy womb and bring forth a son, and shall call his name Yahushai. He shall be great and shall be called the Son of the Highest. And the Lord Yahweh shall give unto him the throne of his father David, and he shall reign over the house of Jacob forever. Because the house of Jacob is going to be a flame of fire, as the scriptures say, and the house of Esau for stubble. Right? So there's going to be no end to this kingdom. This is why we are to endure to the end. And this is why it's Yapa news to us. It's probably sad news to everybody else, but it's Yapa news to the man of the Lord. Seeing these times coming, wartime, it's exciting. Sometimes we go to work and come back and we just want to hear something happen. You understand? Because the other nations done already vexed. They don't want no part of it. The scripture say, when the wicked rule, the people mourn, but when the righteous in authority, the people rejoice. Right? So when we are in authority, hopefully, I make it to see that, or make it to be part of the elect, hopefully, through the Spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, we see their faces. They were glad. You understand? Because the scripture say it. The Lord don't like these wicked, prideful, bastards. Because they wicked. They rule any place with wickedness. You understand? They want to go into these certain words. But the alphabet people, the flicking, it too much. Not as the alphabet people, but the things that happen and the laws. You get corrupt, everything. when a man, I don't want to go into it too much, but a man will go and rape a woman, and then he will get bail. You understand? So that basically a rich man could do what he want, because no matter how much high the bail is, he could get away with it. Right? That's an example. Right? I have a precept that I was reading because I think it's Ecclesiasticus 21. Ecclesiasticus 21, and I think verse 8. Right. Ecclesiasticus 21 verse 8. He that buildeth his house with other men's money is like one that gathereth himself stones for the tomb of his burial. So Esau, you build your house with other men's money, other men's labor, other men's labor. You understand? You build your house and everything off of the backs of the slaves. There's a recompense for that. The Lord said double unto them, double. Only he that letteth will let it until they be taken out of the way. So the Lord letting you do all what you had to do up until a certain time. You understand? Until he just like, yeah, put his spirit on Putin, yeah. Launch that weapon. Put his spirit on the other nations one time. Press that button. Right? And that is something yapa. Because it even say it in Psalms. Not just when they're talking about the backs of the slaves, going back on point. And even say it in Psalms, Psalms 119. Right, and I think it was 60. Right, verse 61, it says, the bands of the wicked have robbed me, but I have not forgotten thy law. Yeah, the wicked robbed us. And they didn't really rob us alone. They robbed all the other nations. Rape, rob, murder. They robbed us. Always the bands of the wicked. And going into the system, everything. Every way that they robbed us. You understand? But I haven't forgotten the Lord's law. I will wait on Yahushai. You understand? So hopefully this lesson was edifying through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. I want to say Kal Halayam, La Lahayanawa, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do rule well. Salutation to the Aki and preaching the truth to the four corners of the earth in sincerity. Shalom, shalom, shalom.